Behind every impactful woman is a story of becoming, a story of resilience, and a story that is worth telling. I'm Ruth Joshua, and this is EmpowHer. It's a program where we explore the lived realities, the growth journeys, and the experiences of the women who are making impact and building society. Today, our woman of impact is none other than Dr. Sarah Amana, popularly known as Rich Auntie. She is a personal finance expert, transformational leader, speaker, columnist, author, and founder of Rich Aunty Finance, a financial literacy platform dedicated to improving financial literacy and empowering women to build wealth and financial confidence. And over the years, she has been honored with the Women of Excellence Award, amongst others, and has featured on global stages to share practical wealth building strategies. Dr. Amana, we're so delighted to have you in the studio with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you. You're doing such a great job with, Rich Aunty Finance, the app, building a community, everything together. I think it's such a terrific and fantastic job, especially because, finance is such a sensitive topic. And at the same time, we still have a lot of people, women especially, who find conversations like this, they still find it very confusing, complicated. They still find it uncomfortable. And for some, it's not even a topic for discussion even, and you putting yourself out there, trying to make sure that everybody is included, generating a platform that even makes it easier for us to understand. I personally think that that is a lot of good job. You're doing the Lord's work, and you should keep it up.
Thank you.
So behind Rich Aunty Finance, behind the community, behind, the awards, I really want to take us backwards. Let's take it back a bit. How did all of this start? What did you see that made you think, we need to talk about money more intentionally, right? Mm-hmm. You know how people may have lived a very sad life, or they've really seen what a broke life can look like, and so they decide, never again. Mm-hmm. Let's hear how it started.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Mm-hmm. Well, for me, it started as an awakening. So I have always been a business person. So I was running my store, and then I was saving money. But something unfortunate happened. Oh. There was a Ponzi scheme in town as at that time. And I was saving money from my business to expand my business. Yeah. But the Ponzi scheme came around, and I thought in my mind that I was going to from my savings, put my monies in that Ponzi scheme, and then multiply the money so I can expand the business even bigger than what I had thought, right? And the thing with Ponzi scheme is it buries you deeper into poverty. That's what people don't understand. And that was what happened to me. My savings was wiped away. Everything gone, right? And then at that moment, I now started asking questions. How do you build wealth? How do you legitimately invest, make money? How are the people doing it? Yeah. So that was the question that kept on probing my mind. And for me, it didn't stop there. I started reading, I started researching, I started learning. I wanted to know how are they making it? Yeah. Like the book, Making It Big by Otodela. How are they making it big? That was it for me. And in the course of my learning and researching, I now found out that, yeah, I had already knew that there were stocks, but I didn't know how to invest. I didn't even know anything, right? And then I found out that you could actually save, invest with as low as $1 back then, not now. Now you can't do that. Times have changed. With as low as $1, you could, that $1 was for you to buy foreign companies like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, all the big companies, right? And it was mind-blowing. The way you just said, oh wow, that was it for me. That was like, so this information is out there and people don't even know about it. So getting that information, I was into church, and then I knew that as at that time that the people around me didn't have this information.
Exactly.
So I was like, no, this is information that people out there need to know. Why? Because the people around me, they also fell victim to that Ponzi scheme. So I knew it was, to an extent, a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
Because if you have knowledge and you choose to do it, is different, right? So to an extent, it was because of lack of knowledge. Because if you have knowledge, you would know that, oh, even though I know that this is very high risk, there's a way I can divide or, divide my monies. So I put maybe just a portion, not all my savings. Exactly. Not everything I have, right? So it started from there. Knowledge was like the key thing, and then I felt the people around me needed to get this knowledge. So I started sharing from experience. I started sharing as I was learning. I was sharing with other people on my WhatsApp status. That's how it started.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
WhatsApp status.
On my WhatsApp status. Okay. But because I was into business, so I already had an Instagram page, which was a business page. So I just converted the business page. Okay. I just changed the name basically, and then changed my content. So it was no longer, it was called House of Yanga. So it was no longer House of Yanga selling clothes and all that. It was now Rich Aunty Finance. Yeah. And then I started churning out content on finance. Basically, how do you save? How do you know what portion to even save? Yeah. Right? How do you know what portion to invest? How do you know at your age, what should you invest in? So I started doing all that. And again, the name Rich Auntie, people keep asking me, how did I come about it? Yeah. And it came up because I was just online. I was actually trying to look for a name for, I used to call it Money Diet. Okay. But I was looking for a name.
That's another sharp name too. That's another sharp name.
You can say that. Yeah. But I was looking for another name. And then I saw a pop-up advert. And the lady was like, do you want to join the Rich Auntie gang? I'm like, oh. And then back then, the whole Rich Auntie, even now, the whole Rich Auntie thing is still in vogue.
Very much in vogue. Apparently, now we're about to find out that you need more than a boo-boo.
Actually, exactly. Back then, it was all about the boo-boo and the rest of them. Yes. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh, Rich Auntie, this looks catchy, right? Then I'm like, Rich Aunty Finance. And that was it. So I just changed the name to Rich Aunty Finance, and I started using it, started teaching, learning and teaching, and we're here today. Yeah.
That's such a, I'm looking for the word right now, because it's such a relatable experience for you to actually go through something yourself, because experience is the best teacher.
No, it's not. Sometimes it's not actually the best teacher. You don't have to lose money. So that's why we're doing what we're doing.
Have to learn from your experience.
Yes. You don't because money is actually not easy. It's easy to get, but it's not funny to lose.
And it's very easy to lose, actually.
It's very easy to lose. So you don't have to go through that part where you have to experience it, losing money. Yeah. And then, like, for those who are older, it's difficult for you to actually make money back because of reason of age, strength, your health.
All the conditions change.
Exactly.
Just like you said, at the time, for $1, you could buy into multiple companies. But look at where we are right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's very interesting, actually. But building your platform, building your community, building everything that you have built so far, everyone sees that from the outside. They go to your page, go to your LinkedIn. Oh, they saw that you are awarded. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. But nobody really knows what it was like inside. Nobody really saw what you had to lose to get to that part. Nobody saw your failure, you know, your doubts, your fears, you know, just all the things that come with trying to build and get to somewhere, something that you're trying to put out. What do you think, or how did that journey look for you, building Rich Aunty Finance from scratch, facing everything?
Well, I'm still building.
I mean, definitely. Sure.
I'm still building. I'm very much still building. That's just the truth. But the journey hasn't been very easy. I won't lie to you, especially with launching the app.
Yeah.
Churning out content is a little bit easy. But when you now want to build something outside just the brand, the personal brand or the business brand, you now want to turn it into a more like a legacy project, because with the app, it's not just you, it goes beyond you. It goes into plenty lives, right? And it's going to live on for a number of years, much more than I would think or imagine right now, right?
Definitely.
So building that has been quite challenging. Every day I am, in fact, just before I came here, I was having a chat with my lead engineer. I told them, I'm like, if you guys had told me that this thing was like this, I wouldn't have done it. Because apart from, so you have to get clients, so users actually, not clients. So users, user acquisition, maintaining the people who run your app, that's money. And the funny thing is I'm basically bootstrapping everything myself. So I'm funding everything. I'm self-funding everything. So imagine paying your staffs every month, and this is over 1 year just for the app. Just for the app.
We've not even moved into other things.
Yes. So imagine doing that. Then imagine having to deal with the stress of users. You know, Nigerians and their money.
Because it is money, it is very sensitive.
It is very sensitive.
This is not some other app.
No. Exactly. Yes. So they don't give you grace. They don't. So every time you're trying to explain to them, maybe they try to withdraw and something happens.
Yeah.
They're not able to withdraw.
Nobody is even taking that from you.
They start calling you a scam. And because we're a small company, so they have access to me. They would always just send messages. So, you know, all that is actually very stressful. I won't lie to you. Then there are times where, like, I remember coming into this year and I'm like, I'm closing down the app. No, it's too much. I can't do this again. I need funding. I need patience. I need everything. So when you're building a business, like I said, we're still building. You need all the patience in the world. You know, they say consistency. You have to be consistent.
Yeah, consistency
Please,
is key.
it's time for the money to come. Because you can be consistent and then you get to that point where it's no longer about consistency. It's about the money. It's about the money. You need monies into the business to move it at least an inch and all that. So it's quite challenging. I won't lie to you. There are times where people say some things online and you know Nigerians and they just say things and they forget that on the other side of what they're saying is a human being. And they forget that you're also trying to build.
Exactly.
It's not like you adhere to the main purpose of this is for me to come and scam you or something. They forget that you're trying to build, and you're not just building for now. You're building for at least a long haul. And, you know, they now compare you with the giants. People who have already gone ahead of you. They compare you to... How can you compare me to OPay and then Money Point
or commercial banks?
Or commercial banks, right? So they forget that. And then it has a psychological effect. So sometimes you're down, you're like, oh God, why am I even doing this? What's the point? But at the same time, you just keep, despite the fear, in the midst of your doubts and everything, you just keep going. Because like I always say, at the other side of your obedience are 1,000 lives waiting. Like my obedience, having to build this app, is not just about the money, it's about impact. You're teaching people. So for me, why I built the app is because you're teaching people about money. You have to give them a tool. It's not just theory. Money matters is not theory. It's practical. So you have to give them something they can use. And that's why we built the app. So I'm teaching you how to be financially savvy. I'm teaching you financial discipline. How do you do that? You should have a channel. When I tell you, oh, you can start saving with 2,000 naira, you can start investing with 5,000 naira. I'm giving you a tool to say that, oh, put it here, and your money is saved. You can start building your wealth there.
Yeah.
Right? So that's it for me. So at the other side of this obedience, I know that there are 1,000 people waiting, and we already have over thousands of users already.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So in spite of it, I think purpose, the reason why you start and everything, is just what keeps you going at the end of the day. Oh, yeah. In the
That's
long
so
run.
deep.
Thank you.
So deep. I mean, obviously, people will not see this part.
No. We don't even say it.
Yes.
We don't say it.
People will just see
It's
you
the
and
glam,
say,
yeah.
oh, she's doing well. Oh, everything is going well.
Yeah.
And really, we need to be kinder to people
Exactly.
who put themselves out.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, they're still human beings.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, if you're following this conversation, you are seeing that at the other side of your obedience,
Yeah.
we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue the quote. If you're just joining the show, this is EmpowHer, and we have Dr. Sarah Amana, known as Rich Auntie, here in the studio, and she's giving us, you know, the behind the scenes of what happens when you try to put yourself out there to sort out issues that are actually plaguing society. Thank you, Dr. Sarah, for your story. Really, beautiful story. Well, now you often talk about let's go into your work a bit. So you talk about the predatory paycheck cycle a lot, you know, in your financial literacy. What exactly, looking back at your own journey, what exactly had to be the biggest mindset shift for you to be able to escape that predatory paycheck mindset, or for you to be able to come up with a process or an idea that works to help people escape that predatory paycheck cycle?
Okay. So, you know, the first thing is, right, mindset. Your mindset is very important. People think that they can't save little. And okay, so let's take, for instance, someone who earns 100,000, or let's just use the minimum wage of 70,000. Someone would think that, oh, 70,000 is too small for me to even save, because I'm trying to save my life from the 70,000. So that already is a mindset you have, that if you do not change it, you have to start looking at that 70,000 as being enough.
Yeah.
One thing one of my mentors will always tell me is that what you have is enough. No matter how little, no matter how plenty, what you already have is enough. And I want to give you a story before, so that
so you can answer the question.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go on, please.
Right. So there's this popular story of a widow. Right, she is a widow. She's a widow because her husband died. But he died and he left her in debt. And they had two sons, or they had a son. And after he died, the debtors came and they wanted to take her children, because that was how they were going to settle the husband's debt. And she ran to one of her mentors and she's like, they are out for my children. I don't have anything. How do I pay them? Help me and all that. And guess what his first question was to her? He asked her, he said, what do you have? Her answer was, oh, I don't have anything. The only thing I have in my house is one small oil. Then he said, that small oil you have, go inside your house, close the door after you have borrowed other jars from your neighbors. Borrow, go inside, lock the door, and keep pouring.
This story is beginning to sound familiar.
It's very familiar, but I'm on air. So right?
Yeah.
So lock the door and keep pouring. And she obeyed.
Yeah.
She obeyed. She got the oil. The small oil she said she had. She kept on pouring and pouring and pouring, and the oil didn't finish. It only finished when she stopped pouring, when her jar was exhausted. What does that tell you? Mindset. She already had oil. But she wasn't thinking it was anything. She just felt, it was too small. There's nothing that can come out of it. It's the same thing we're talking about. And she was able to now sell that oil, pay her debt, and she was living on surplus. She became a wealthy woman. Right? So what does that tell you? From that small paycheck to paycheck you're earning, it's just a mindset shift. Just look at it as it is enough. It is enough for me to be able to save and start building wealth. Once you shift that mindset, you begin to see that, oh, I can save 1,000 naira from this. It's not going to be plenty when you start.
At least.
No, it's not even going to be plenty when you start. But as you keep progressing every month, it begins to accumulate. And that's wealth building for you. It's not, you know, when you talk wealth building, people think they just want to hammer.
Yeah. And once.
It's building.
One day.
Yes, you keep going. That's why those who hammer, before you know it has scattered. They can't keep it.
Please, I need that line. I'm going to write it down somewhere.
They can't keep it, right? Because they didn't, there's a process to building wealth. And if you don't follow it, trust me, you won't be able to keep it. So once you change your mindset, you begin to save, you begin to invest, you begin to gather. You begin to put it together. It's just at the beginning that it looks like it's nothing. But as you progress, it begins to accumulate. 1 year, 2 years, every month, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So I have a case right now that one of my followers sent. She sent me a message. She's like, oh, her parents are retiring. Do you know what it means for you to retire? That means you have worked 35 years. When we tell people start saving for retirement very early, they think it's a joke.
We always think we have time.
Do you get?
think we have time.
Now they're about retiring. They had to borrow 1 million in this Nigerian economy.
I know.
1 million naira. And now they're thinking, what are they going to do with that 1 million naira? To bring in good returns for them. But it's almost like it's too late. Because why are you preparing now? Now that you're
retired, you've gotten to the part where you should be enjoying, and then that's when you want to start.
So you see, if they had started saving gradually, even if by now they would have had more than 1 million naira.
Definitely.
They would, even bad as it be, maybe 5 million, 10 million, right? Because when you're saving for retirement, you're actually putting it in an investment. So with investments, your money, your returns compound and everything. So it's a different ballgame altogether. So for those who are living from paycheck to paycheck, usually it's a mindset thing. Once you just get rid of the mindset that, oh, this is not enough, and you start seeing it as enough, then your life changes. And then the second category of people is, there are people who actually have to live from paycheck to paycheck because it is not enough. They have families, they have responsibilities and all that, right? So for those category of people, what I always advise is earn more. Look for how to earn extra. You have a skill. You have something you're good at. Use it. Don't discard it and think, oh, it's not going to do anything. I'm not going to be able, oh, I'm doing a 9 to 5, so I can't do anything outside. That's a fallacy. That's a lie you're telling yourself. You can always do something together or besides your 9 to 5. So for those, that was what happened to me basically. I was living from paycheck to paycheck. What I was even earning was not even enough. It wasn't enough. So I had to look for how to make more. And from just one stream of income, I was able to diversify into several means of income. And today my story is obviously better than it was. So from one stream of income, from one thing you're already doing, for example, you're doing TV host here. You can do other things. You can do voiceover. You can do ads for other people. You can do content creation. There are so many options out there that you can explore. So those are the two things. So the first set of people, they're not taking what they have as enough. So look at it and then look at it as, oh, what I have is enough. Then map out strategies to actually build wealth. And then the other category of people is they cannot, especially in this Nigerian economy.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Let's just laugh.
Yeah, it's difficult, right? So just give yourself peace of mind by actually having extra source of income. You can use your skills, you can use anything. Right? Not your body, but
at least anything that is legit.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. That's the word, legit.
Legitimate to actually get out of that rat race.
I feel like mindset shifts is actually the beginning.
Yeah. In fact, you know, what they say is your mindset is 80%. When it comes to building wealth, your mindset is 80% and knowledge is just 20%. Yes.
Oh, really? We would think it's the other way around.
No. Knowledge is 20%. Mindset is 80%. Because you can have the knowledge, but if you do not have the mindset, the willingness, you seeing life in a positive light, you will never move forward. There are people who say
the audacity too.
Exactly. Yeah. There are people who have knowledge about money, but they just feel, especially people who feel every rich person is a ritualist. Or they feel every rich person is a thief.
They've done something nasty somewhere.
That's a mindset you have to get rid of. Because also, wealth, you actually attract it. Yes, you attract wealth. There are so many things. Your mindset is what makes you attract. If you repel, you know, you see memes online all the time and they are like, oh, they say what you like is what you attract. And then they are like, oh, I like money, so
I attract this. Yes.
Yeah. But it's true. It works. It works. It works. If you see money as, oh, I love money, or I like money, and I want to make money, I like rich people, then you begin to ask by yourself, how do I do it? How do I associate with these people? How do I get into their circle? How do I become like them? But once you begin to see them as thieves, you automatically just repel them by yourself because you wouldn't want to have anything to do with a thief.
Because of what you think.
Because of what you think.
And it's not even necessarily correct.
Exactly. So by yourself, you're self-sabotaging yourself. Definitely. But once you begin to see wealth as something that is good, something that is attainable, something that you can actually work hard towards, not even just work hard, work smart towards it, you begin to attract it.
Sure.
If you begin to ask how, in one common example is the red car example. The red car example. If you decide today that you want to buy a red car, once you leave this gate, you start seeing
red cars
everywhere.
I can attest to that.
Everywhere. If you say, oh, this orange iPhone is so beautiful, I want to have it. Everywhere you start, exactly, because your subconsciousness, your consciousness and subconsciousness begins to, it's the same with money. Once you begin to say, oh, I want to be rich, I want to have this amount of money, I want to be among the rich people, I want to be like them, or tell them, I want my children to be like this. Before you know, solutions begin to come. They begin to come. You begin to look for solutions, and that's how it is. So your mindset is too important.
It's key.
Yes, it's key to wealth building. It's key.
That's really thoughtful. I think that's a point to really sit and ponder on. And you know, this also ties to a bigger issue. That's finance itself. It ties to a bigger issue. We do have a UN report that tells us about, because this is a women's show, obviously. So we have a report that tells us about women and finance. And it says 1 in every 10 women is living in extreme poverty. And that's like 10.3% of the total female population in the world.
we're talking of the global statistics, right?
Yeah.
Women are less educated than men are. And then women are given lesser opportunities than men are.
Yeah.
And then, so all that factors actually contributes to women being living in extreme poverty. But I think that it is changing, and it's going to change over time. It's definitely going to change. Thank God for the advent of financial literacy around the world. You see this financial literacy thing?
Yeah.
It's not just Nigeria, it's all over the world. It's all over the world. Financial literacy is very low. Even in America, it's very low. So thank God for what we do.
Yeah.
Exposure, telling women that, oh, they can actually talk about money. It's okay to have money as a woman.
Yeah.
You know, back then it used to be a taboo. Even for me personally, being a northerner, I remember growing up and people would always say that I'm too ambitious. I like good things too much. It is too much. You know, they tried to shut me down.
Yeah.
Because they felt I wasn't, it's not normal for a woman to want the kind of things I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted to build my business. I had always been ambitious. I've always been in the business line. So people thought I was too much, and they would always say it to my face.
Oh, wow.
But thank God for me being stubborn.
That's why I said audacity.
Audacity, not listening to what people say and all that. And it has set me apart. So if you grow up in those kind of environments where people are constantly telling you that, you're too much now. Why do you want these things? You're a woman.
If
you're not supposed to.
Who will marry you?
Thank you. Who will marry you?
Yeah.
So that contributes to all these statistics that less than 1% of women live in extreme poverty. If you're a northerner, you understand that some northern women are not even allowed to have bank accounts, are not even allowed to leave their houses. So obviously they're dependent on either their fathers, their brothers, or their husbands.
Yeah.
Obviously that is what will happen. But like I said, we're in a new dispensation. We're trying to teach women, enlighten them on why it is important for you as a woman to have your own thing.
Yeah.
It's not about bragging or being stubborn or trying to, no. It's about your well-being, having options. Sure. Whether you're single, you're married, just know that, you know, money has a way that gives you a kind of peace.
Yeah.
Just
freedom.
Alert, exactly. If you just get an alert right now, there's the way you...
I won't even sit there.
Exactly. You get. So every woman deserves that feeling where you're not threatened. You're not feeling threatened by anything or anyone. Yeah. So it's important, and like I said, it's a new dispensation. That's what we're doing. We're trying to sensitize women on the need for them to have their own, not out of rebellion, but out of the fact that, oh, you should also feel good about yourself, be able to afford the things you want to afford, and not necessarily tie your options to an individual. Because if you notice, even up until now, there are younger women who feel they have to sell their bodies in order to make money. It's wrong. You don't have to. The place of value is where you get money. Like I always say, value gives you options. Why does value give you option? Because if you're a woman of value, you attract money naturally. You are not going to look for money anywhere. You have a skill you're good at. People will look for you. They will pay you for your services, for anything. So already, because you have that value, you have money. So it gives you options. So you don't necessarily have to do some certain things for you. And like I said, it's just knowledge. Women have to understand that option is out there for them to sell their skills, to do better, and then make monies for themselves. And the world will be happy.
And the world will be happy. The world will be happy. Okay, so just quickly, as we round up. So for the woman who is watching this episode, who is probably financially overwhelmed, you know, she's trying to take a step forward and somehow she's just stuck, what would you advise her to do differently?
Okay, so if you're a woman out there and you're feeling very overwhelmed, maybe because of financial constraint, like I always say, the first place is a place of value. You have to have value you're bringing. If you don't have value, nobody is going to look at you. Whether it's, if you're selling cake, that's value you're giving. If you're selling chin-chin, you're selling moi-moi, you're doing makeup, whatever, you're a content creator, you're an analyst, whatever you are, money starts from value.
Yeah.
Once you're able to offer that value and offer it at a level of excellence, the more you're good at what you're doing, the more money you're making, and the more people you're able to serve. So for any woman who is at that place, trust me, I was at that place too. Like I said, I had given them my money, spent or invested my money in that Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
So I got to that place where I was overwhelmed. I guess what? I was pregnant.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I was pregnant with my second son.
That must not have been easy.
Exactly. You get?
Oh.
So it was from that place, I was overwhelmed with so many things. I wasn't really living well. I was already living from paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
I wasn't even, it's not like I had the money and then burning the money down and all that. So I was at that place too. So I perfectly understand. But what happened to me? Number one, I wasn't discouraged. I actively looked for solution. I was not waiting for someone to bring solution from anywhere.
Yeah.
So I actively went out and started looking for solution.
Yes,
and then I built value at the same time. I started offering my services. I was learning, remember, but I was also teaching. And then I remember I started my classes. I was taking my classes for 3,000 naira. Yes, but it was now revenue.
Yeah.
I was now able to at least make something from that. And from there, like I said, wealth compounds. It's not, you won't start today and expect, but over time, see where we are today.
Yeah.
So if you're overwhelmed, number one, don't be discouraged. It's okay to be overwhelmed, but don't be discouraged. Encourage yourself in the Lord and pick yourself up.
Sure.
Right? Pick yourself up. Surround yourself with good people. People
That's
who
key.
speak life into you. People who encourage you.
Yeah.
People who support you. Right? That's why we have communities. Is so that, like when you come to my community, the first thing I tell you is there's no room for money shame here. Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever money mistakes you have made, I've made worse. Trust me. Just leave it. And how do you live life? We're all living life for the first time. I hope most people don't even know this.
We don't remember that. We're too hard on ourselves, I think.
We're all living life for the first time. So you will make mistakes. You will err sometimes.
Sure.
Give yourself grace. So I always tell us on our community group that it's okay. There's no room for money shame here. There's no room for shame at all, serving your story. Whatever has happened. Dust yourself. In fact,
Move forward.
it's an experience added to you. It's not failure. There's no failure anywhere. It's an experience added to you and then a badge on your shoulder because subsequently, I'm sitting down here, I'm telling my story.
Yeah.
It's my story. True. It's nobody's story. And guess what? Nobody has your voice. Nobody has anything that is yours. Nobody has your experience.
Definitely.
It is yours and you can monetize it. You can sell it.
True.
So pick yourself up. Surround yourself with a good community. Make sure you have a skill. As a woman, everybody has a skill. Every one of us has a skill.
Yeah.
Even if you're just fine. If you don't have anything in your head.
At least.
And you're just fine.
Yeah.
You can be a model.
True.
There are women, in fact, now fashion is everywhere. Makeup artists will use you to do makeup for their pages.
True.
So everybody has value. Just know how to monetize your value, know how to maximize it, know how to structure it, and trust me, it's just a matter of time. You actually be out of that place of being and feeling overwhelmed.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amana.
You're welcome.
I'm sitting here and I'm already doing a lot of reflecting. This has been such a valuable conversation.
Thank you.
I think that Dr. Amana has lived an experience. Like she said, experience is not the best teacher.
No.
She has lived her experience of finance. She has served her, share of financial mistakes. And she's learned from it and she's grown from it. But guess what? She has created a platform available for we, so that we don't get to make the same mistakes that she made. And I think that if that is not impact, building social impact in the highest form, then I don't know what building social impact is. But I hope that from this conversation, you have learned that if you are not taking your finances seriously, you should. And if you're still shying away from financial conversations, you should probably have a rethink and most importantly, change your mindset. Until next time, I'm Ruth Joshua and this has been Empower.